Welcome back to the BuzzerHeaters podcast.
What's so funny? Keep it rolling, Scordo. Don't stop it.
Why?
We're going live from the script tonight, boys. Let's ride it.
Let's do it. Giving our hottest takes on the most popular sports topics. Stop listening to Skip Bayless for Chitch and let us tell you what's up. Today we will be discussing the most overrated athletes in sports. And I think there's only one place to start. Dak Prescott. Take it for us, Creeps.
Well, there's some things I do like about Dak Prescott. And let's just get those out of the way. And I want Scordo. To explain to me the good things about Dak Prescott. Although, listen, he's overrated as fuck.
Just let me say the good things.
But let's get the good things out of the way.
Let's
Because we need to establish this before we can further the conversation.
Agreed.
So he does some things well. First being, he stays on the field. You could make the argument he's the most durable quarterback in the NFL.
And you can't deny that argument
The best
exists.
ability
That argument
is
exists.
availability.
Definitely.
The other argument would be that he doesn't make mistakes. I mean, recently he's gotten a little sloppier than his earlier in his career, which kind of does not make sense. But that's more because he's taking more shots on the field.
Yes.
But he really doesn't make mistakes, and a lot of teams look for things like that. So those are two good qualities he has.
All
even
right,
though he
so
still sucks.
Let's get to the fucking facts here. If you're trying to win a Super Bowl in today's NFL and Dak Prescott is your quarterback, I do not like your chances.
I do not like your chances either.
One thing I do like about Dak though is his hip movement. Have you ever seen someone
Yeah.
That was a viral
hips
video.
like that? I give him
He does got some
respect
good
for
rotation.
that, but
He's nice with
the
it.
fact that he wants so much money is
Agreed.
45 million? Or is that
Yo,
the
It's
number?
it's sickening at this point. I
He
agree.
seems so greedy. I hate to say that about athletes, but my God, you should not be getting paid anywhere near those numbers. You should fucking accept the offer. Don't be a fucking pussy.
I don't think it's even close. The Cowboys should not sign him back and go with Andy Dalton.
100%.
It's gotta be Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's an underrated football player.
I think Dak Prescott is delusional. Honestly,
For
there's gotta be
wanting that
something-
much money, you're saying?
For rejecting that much money for the
Yeah.
type of player he is.
He's in full psychosis.
Like,
I think so too.
Cowboys
He
fans
should have accepted that
think-
money. Agreed. What's
All
he
right,
thinking?
moving on to another polarizing figure. How do we feel about OBJ? I feel like there's a lot of people who think he's overrated. What do you guys think?
I think OBJ is overrated. I think his biggest moment was the playoff game versus Green Bay when he went out partying in Miami 3 days before the game, and then I don't know how many jobs he had, but he was horrendous. It doesn't seem like this guy really cares about football. He's a head case in the locker room. It doesn't seem like he's that great of a teammate, and I don't think he's really showed up in big games when it's counting most. I know he makes flashy catches, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, he had a great start to his career, but he's just really gone downhill over the last few years.
Honestly, I see him turning into Antonio Brown.
But listen.
Whoa.
The NFL's not all about production too. He's definitely matured over the last at least the last season in Cleveland. He seemed like he got his shit together a little bit. He didn't have a good statistical season, but as an NFL player that was causing issues in a locker room, it looks like he might be putting those issues behind.
Okay, let me ask you guys this question.
But wait, on the football field, he's a polarizing talent, and he does change the game, and he's had low and high spots. When it comes to the regular season, I think he's a great player to have. He hasn't proved NFL's so weird with playoff
It's not like
production
the
for
NBA
receivers.
where you can be
Of
like, he
course,
doesn't.
but
And I agree, he's not overrated.
Let me ask you guys this question.
Yeah, that's just the
Do
question.
you guys think that Odell is past the prime of his career? I say yes.
I don't think so. I think he's about to hit
I think
it.
it
I say
depends.
I
mean,
think he is.
he could have
I
had
think
his
he is.
best statistical season
Right.
ever, but he's not
I
past the prime of his
think-
career in any way, shape, or
The
form.
best
know. I
football
don't know.
games he's gonna play, I think, have yet to be played.
All right.
I think that.
He is filthy.
I just don't see him getting better.
He needs his quarterback to
He
step
hasn't
up.
played realistically. Eli Manning hucked the ball downfield, gave him chances. What if he played with a top 10 quarterback? That's
You're right.
He's only played with bottom 10 quarterbacks. I mean,
That's true.
Eli Manning's a Hall of
That's
Famer.
true, but
He's a Hall of Famer, but not at the time of.
which isn't
how many seasons has he played now?
Odell?
He's played 6.
and he hasn't had a good quarterback yet. So he's running out of time though. He's getting close.
How-
I'll give you that. He's
how do
getting
we
close to the
feel-
end of his prime.
How do we feel about his quarterback, Baker Mayfield? I know we have some critics in the
Last year
on
he
the
was
podcast. Yeah.
sickening.
He's just not getting the job done.
Honestly, I'd say he's more bad than good. I'd just say there's more cons than pros.
Even the pros. He was supposed to be a guy like the accurate passer. I watched him throw balls behind receivers all the time.
Everyone who says the end of his rookie season when the Browns went 4-3, let's remember 2 of the games were versus the Bengals. And that stuffed his stats.
And they went 4-3. They went 4-3. It's not 4-3 so great.
So they would then they would So
he hasn't proven anything.
No.
I do think Baker is an awesome guy. I would love to hang with him.
Oh, he looks like a dope dude.
Parties with him, all that.
With him would be dope.
He's the sickest guy, but you can't have only one more touchdown than interception. Baker.
He definitely
was that last year.
22 touchdowns, 21.
That's terrible.
It's not like he's like Winston. That's like at least throwing 30.
Okay, to be fair though, I remember like 2 or 3 Indians games, he was chugging beers on the jumbotron.
Man spends more time.
I can respect that.
I respect that as well.
This man
chug him like a pro.
He spends more time shooting commercials than he does.
Hopefully he matures though. I would love to see him pan out as a decent quarterback in the NFL, but right now he's not fucking getting the job.
He's definitely got the steez to be one of the greats.
One of the greats.
But
agreed.
his skills just aren't there.
Skills aren't there on the field. With the numbers, not there.
Not there at all.
All right, I think we should get into some basketball because,
as
we all know, it's hard to rate basketball players. Everyone views a game basketball a little bit differently. Now, we're going to start off with Russell Westbrook, who Ben, I know, doesn't think is overrated, but I would say that other members of the show think that Russell Westbrook is way overrated. So, Ben, I want to hear from you first. What do you think about Russell Westbrook?
He does it all. He can score. We know his shooting isn't great, but his mid-range is fine. And come on, he's a fucking beast in the paint. If he can fucking dunk over Gobert, like, he can get into the paint with will. He's an unbelievable passer. Consistently averages like 8 assists or more a game. And then he's a ferocious defender.
He is a good defender.
He's a great defender, and the energy he brings, that's a person I want on my team.
I don't even get me started with Russell Westbrook. I will say, this past year, he improved his shot. He improved his decision making a little bit.
Did he improve his shooting though? Because
his shooting is his
slightly better game. He had a slightly better year. But
what did he shoot from 3, Ari?
His 3 shooting was very low, 0.25.
Okay, that's terrible.
And how many is he shooting? Shooting like 4 a game? Like, how dumb is he?
He still shoots 48%.
You said a lot of good stuff. My issue with Russell has never been his athletic ability or his ability to do everything on the court, because I agree with you there. My issue for him is the shot selection, and that's what it comes down to. If he limited himself to only layups,
that's what he's been doing.
Right, and Houston, I like him a lot better.
Really, he shot 4 threes a game at 20%.
That's not acceptable.
What are you doing?
25%,
if this
not
guy,
20%.
If this guy
25%
took only layups and dunks and went. Just listen.
Yes, he was starting to.
But if he only took layups and dunks and went to the line, and he scored 17 a game on 80% from not 80%, but like 70%, 60%,
like a big man.
And he had 10 assists. I'd love him. But Ben,
he doesn't do that.
Once they went small ball,
but in his career, he's one of the most overrated players I've ever seen.
Wow.
Wow, dude. He's insanely inefficient.
He's good at basketball.
He does not make his teammates better. I don't care about his assists. The rebounds mean nothing to me. The triple-double, in my opinion, is the most overrated stat of all time.
Take right there,
and he's the triple-double overrated king. Why do I care?
That shows a player that can do everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to get rebounds. It doesn't matter.
It was shown whenever he was with the Thunder and he would get the rebound and move the ball faster, they would have higher offensive efficiency. It was shown. He
is not efficient. He's not smart on the court.
All right,
he's
right.
insane.
We're not going to agree. We'll agree to disagree here.
Yeah,
but
agree.
Let's move this Russell Westbrook conversation to another conversation that we thought would be interesting. For the career, are you taking as a better overall career?
If they ended today,
Russell Westbrook or James Harden?
James Harden. Stop it.
Russell Westbrook.
Stop it.
I don't know where to stand.
What
on
will
this
James Harden be remembered for?
Choking in the playoffs?
Yep. Russell
averaging 35 a game.
Yeah, Harden does have the scoring of this era,
and
like under his
free
belt.
throws.
When you look back,
Russell Westbrook will be more memorable if their careers ended.
I disagree.
Neither of them have had playoff success.
He's a triple-double king.
Triple-doubles don't mean shit.
Oh my god, but people will remember him more.
That's not what we asked. We said better career, not most memorable.
Well, either way, I think what he's done has been more impressive.
It might be
James
more
Harden hasn't done
impressive.
anything in the playoffs.
Neither
And,
is Russell.
and Russell Westbrook has?
No, so I'm saying in the regular season, I think
You basically
Russell
have to
Westbrook-
grade them both off regular season
Yeah.
numbers because they just both
Right.
don't show up that well in the playoffs.
Harden does have 89 40-point games, which is very impressive.
That is impressive.
He's
No,
broken the
he's-
stats book more than Russell Westbrook has. Russell Westbrook's done it in one category, triple doubles.
But he's also got assists.
Dude,
James Harden.
Dude, triple doubles, okay, are important to most people.
I agree.
Like, they matter.
I would
But
say
the
the
fact-
double-double
what-
part's a little more like the getting 10 assists for a point guard
Right.
is like a good number.
Yeah.
What I
that's
think
what
is
he's been
absurd though is that people value a game when someone scores 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. They value that higher than someone who's scoring 27 with 8 rebounds and 8 assists, which is just absurd.
Dude, but
It's
Russell
absurd.
Westbrook was
That doesn't make
literally
any
28, 12, and 12, dude.
My
I'm not
issue is
gonna
always
lie.
just the efficiency. Like when I watch him,
Dude,
well, sometimes when I
he's a
watch
special player.
when I watch
And defensively, come on.
He's a special athlete.
Dude,
when I-
he's a special
he's
player.
one of
when I
most
check
athletic
the
players I've
stat
ever
line
seen.
though, when I check the stat line of some of his triple doubles, I will get pissed off because some games he'll make up for his terrible shooting with his rebounding and assisting. So like he'll be like 24 points on like 8 of 23 from the field. Like I just don't like that. Even if he gets the triple double.
The worst thing I've ever seen from him was when the media was attacking him for being a stat padder, and he like came out and was like, "I'm not a stat padder," like all this, and that was when 3 games were left in the season, and he needed like 88 rebounds and like 74 assists in
average a
3 games,
triple-double.
and he would like went out of his way to get like 26 rebounds in the last game to average a triple double. Like he was clearly padding his stats.
Dude,
only
that's
worried
just
about
to break the record.
if
What's
he was
wrong with that?
why he shouldn't care.
Okay.
One thing I have to add about this, though, is I think Russell Westbrook is significantly more drippier than James Harden.
He's got that
Russell's
Bro,
fits and moves
his
his
fucking
game.
fits, bro.
And I
James
Oh.
Harden is drip though too.
Nah, not on Russell's level.
and
no.
Russell's
And dude,
pregame daps with
and
Cameron
dude, and
Payne.
Mountain Dew commercials. Come on, bro, you're out of your fucking league.
I think
Oh,
Westbrook's
dude.
The boys crack. The
Westbrook's-
boys crack. Oh.
Westbrook's steez to me just brings him higher than Harden.
Yes.
Also, what would Harden look like without a beard?
Agreed. He needs to figure that shit out.
Agreed.
Ari's
So
Ari's
ugly.
3 arguments for why he take Westbrook over Harden were his steez, his outfit, and
Also,
his dap up.
also, which one would fight for you more?
Yeah.
Westbrook.
I know if I get in a
I'll
fight,
give you that.
Yeah.
Westbrook's got my
100%.
back in a fight.
1 billion.
Harden's walking away.
Yeah,
At the
he's
same,
throwing stuff in.
at the
Yeah.
same time, Westbrook's always
All
picking
right, all right.
fights. He
Enough
doesn't
about
need
these
to.
two. Let's go to Ben Simmons. I personally think he's probably the most overrated player in the league.
Wow.
See, I can't understand.
You
this
watch,
because
but we need to stop before you say anything.
I mean,
and,
I
then,
watched-
and then you'll go.
Yeah.
Do you
I
watch
watched
them?
primetime Sixers game.
Okay, but you're not going on your way to watch them?
No.
Like, okay.
because I have a problem with this
Because I
because
watch them.
you being such a big LeBron guy, you should be all over Simmons. It doesn't make sense to me. I know he's missing the jump shot like significantly, but he's LeBron without the
Bro,
jump shot.
dude, how can I respect a praised athlete who is afraid to like play the game fully?
What do
He's
you mean?
not afraid.
He's
He
you know
is.
what?
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
He
He's just
has
not
a
good.
good
He's
enough.
fucking weak.
He has a good enough shot selection, and he knows I'm not going to shoot threes at a high clip.
Okay, and
so I'm
how's
not
that
going
work
to
in
take
the
them. I'm
playoffs?
not going to take
How's
4
that work
games
in the
like my man
playoffs?
Russell Westbrook.
How's that worked in the playoffs?
Better than Westbrook.
I don't like his team the way they're
We're not
built
comparing
around
him to Westbrook.
I'm
We're
just
saying
saying
he's overrated. He is.
he's
Westbrook's a way better shooter.
he acknowledges his weaknesses and he
plays to his
plays
strengths.
to his strengths.
Okay.
The-
I mean, I just like.
I think you can't look at it as his success thus far just because I think his current play style,
Doesn't translate.
it's not that it doesn't translate. It doesn't fit with their team. He needs space. He needs floor spacers so he can get in the
That's true. I
paint.
do fucking hate his
Sure.
And
shit.
Embiid and Horford are fucking standing in the paint.
Yeah, I think Embiid.
Horford's got a knockdown.
They just have such good players that they still are so
I'm-
good
I'm
every
sorry,
year,
bro,
but they don't
okay,
have the
you can't
right
be a
roster.
point guard and you can't make or mid range. Like you just can't have. You won't win. You won't win, and they haven't won.
Dude.
And I'm not surprised. I think they're gonna lose in the first or second round this year again. Like
I think they
the last
need a
3
new
years.
coach. I think he needs maybe a new situation. I think that
Agreed.
might help him. I think his skill is off the charts, and I think
No.
I think in
agree.
4
No,
years,
he has some good
I
stuff.
think in 4 years, I'm gonna think it's a normal thing to see Ben Simmons shoot threes. I'm that confident that he'll
I
develop
agree.
it. He's
His-
still
I guess we'll
he's
see.
a young player.
Sorry,
he's,
go ahead.
he's on the
Let her
rise.
go. Let her go.
Also in college, like he showed like how good he really was.
Yeah.
And could be if he's in like the right situation. Also another
His
thing
rookie year.
But it was
why I
college.
love Simmons, I think he's the best 2K player right now.
Is he
To
better
play
than-
with. No.
To
To
play
play
with.
with. Not like
Ah.
he's personally good at 2K. He's
He's-
OP in 2K.
He is.
He
They
is.
made him way
That
too
brings
good.
Him
his
and
stock
Giannis.
a lot higher.
Agreed. I play with Simmons all the time.
And but I was gonna say
he's so fucking good.
Oh, it's crazy.
But here's the question: If he does go somewhere, where would you want to see him be? Where would he thrive? Where would Ben Simmons thrive? Because we're talking about if he gets a better
okay,
situation.
this doesn't.
I know.
This isn't
Pacers.
realistic.
No,
This
I know.
isn't realistic. But Toronto or Boston?
No,
I think Boston would be
Golden
great.
State.
Ooh, I like
Golden State.
That would be
His
perfect.
shooters.
How
that's
crazy would that be?
perfect.
That would be
That's
absurd.
ideal.
That would be crazy. That's like very hypothetical.
Very.
Get
high.
rid
That
of
would be-
D'Lo.
I mean,
Bring in-
all right. Here's the thing. I've been following NBA news. I read articles. Is Giannis to the Warriors a very hypothetical still, or is
Yes.
it a potential?
Giannis wants to stay.
It's
You're
like-
okay. You're
The
a
Bucks
Bucks
can
fan.
be, no, I know I'm a Bucks fan.
Yeah,
But
but
the
he
Bucks
probably
can be
reads a lot of
dominant
shit.
in the East for
He-
years to
What
come.
What happens if they
He's
don't make
gonna-
the finals this year? This is his last year on his contract, right? Before they
it's gonna be
resign
tough.
him.
If
He's
they
gonna
don't
be
make the
tempted.
finals, I think I'd dip.
He's gonna be very
The
tempted.
Bucks, I don't know.
If they don't, I think they'll
Bucks are
for
good.
sure make the finals. If they somehow choke,
What if they play the
I don't know
Clippers?
about
and,
his-
I don't know because this is a weird year.
It could not. It might not be East West. So
No, it is. It is East West.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
did they
it is.
confirm that?
Yeah, confirmed.
Good.
They should
Okay,
like it
I
like
forgot
that.
that they like.
Yeah,
came
I
If he
out-
doesn't make it to the
I can't see
finals-
the Bucks like losing to any team.
I can't either, but it could happen because I
No,
didn't
I
think
know.
they were losing to Toronto last year, and they did.
I know, but they have Kawhi.
Yeah,
Like
Kawhi
Giannis
won.
is the player in the East.
They won the first 2 games. I was just like,
No, I know.
We're gonna move to a new sport. We're gonna go to our UFC expert over there, Ari Losov.
UFC.
You have
expert.
you have an individual who you believe is an overrated UFC fighter. Tell us
And-
that take.
Holly Holm, overrated. She got way too much hype. She did beat Ronda, but did she really?
She
say
ended
it's
her
a
career,
fluke.
though.
She did end Ronda's career, but people are saying like she's so good. Ronda is her only good win, and not saying it's a fantastic win, but that's all she has. The rest of her wins are mediocre competition, and I just don't think she's a good fighter. She got lucky against Ronda. I'm saying it. I just don't like her.
all right, but listen to this. Could we give her that clout? Because Ronda Rousey was on top of the MMA world, and Holly Holm took her down. I agree with you. Holly Holm may be looked at as an overrated fighter, but when it comes to her legendary status for that fight, I don't think we can deny that exists.
I agree. She definitely, a lot of respect for beating Ronda. Don't know how she did it.
Yeah, that's
Don't think
crazy.
the talent's there. Yeah.
I mean, that basically like was the peak of her career.
Yeah, that launched. Yeah,
Like,
that launched her
that-
into the media. Yeah.
That was incredible. She's also like pretty hot.
So out of left field,
like,
buddy. Oh,
I expect.
yeah. I guess we could say we respect it.
How old is she right now? She's
She
old though.
is
39.
38.
38.
That's
5'8"
old.
though, that's a good height.
That's old. I didn't realize she was like that.
No, she is old.
In her prime.
All right, I'm about
her.
to drop a
I'd
controversial.
lay it down.
I'm about to drop a controversial overrated athlete. And it's only because this athlete is overrated for how good he is right now. And that is the GOAT, Tom Brady. He's the GOAT, and he'll always be my GOAT in the NFL unless Mahomes somehow changes the world. But right now, I don't see the Bucs winning more than 9 games, and I'd be surprised if they were a playoff team. And that's just what I think.
The
Agreed.
Bucks, while they upgraded at quarterback, it's nowhere near the upgrade everyone thinks it is. This is, I hate to say it
It's
because that he's the GOAT, but this is a washed up Tom Brady.
Agreed.
And we saw it the last 2 months of the year.
Yeah,
in New England.
last
They
season.
ended the year 5?
They blew their home field advantage for the playoffs.
Come on.
I-
Like, he's definitely
He's got the leadership, right? He's
I'm
got
not-
the leadership.
I'm
I
not
can see-
saying-
I'm fine with 8. I think 8-8.
I think 8-8 fits them.
I'm not positive that he's washed or not yet because he had 0 weapons last year. You
true.
gotta acknowledge that. I'm also acknowledging the fact that he could very well be washed, but I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he's washed just because of his performance at the end of last year. I think that I actually see the Bucks as a playoff team, especially with the 7-team playoff.
Wild card or
I don't know, but I see them getting in no matter what with 7. I don't see Tom Brady missing the playoffs. They actually have a good roster. Their defense is way better than they get credit for. They just were dealing with Jameis Winston throwing 33 picks, which is so difficult on a defense.
That is true.
I see them being a top 10 defense.
Wow.
They have sick weapons, a quarterback that's going to be safe and can also make plays if he's not too washed. I'm not on the Tom Brady overrated train.
I just don't like tough division. First year, coronavirus, they can't meet, they can't practice offense all
Right, it's difficult.
Season.
That's
We'll see. Maybe because he's a veteran, he'll handle it better and he'll be more ready for the season than others.
I think he would be the guy.
I guess.
So yeah, I guess we'll see.
But people saying he's gonna lead them to like the championship is just so not true.
You don't think it's true?
No,
Would you bet on? What do you think the odds are? Are they? They're probably like third in odds for Super Bowl.
They're probably pretty high.
Too high.
You think they're top
Way
5?
too high. For sure they are, because there's so many.
Have people like been patting them?
For
I'm
sure.
sure. Just because, yeah.
He
What
has
are they?
brought more weapons to the team now, like getting Gronk back and more people wanting to play with him. Definitely great chemistry. I don't think he's got the fire he used to. And bold take, I don't think their season would go any differently this year with Winston instead.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
You think that Winston and Tom Brady are equals at this point in their career?
All right. They're ninth in
that's-
Super Bowl odds.
They're not.
Okay, yeah, that's what they should.
I think that's where they should be.
That might be a little high.
They're right up there with the
Because
Eagles.
I know like people are on their hype train, so
Right.
it's okay that
They're right up there with the Eagles.
See, I think the Eagles have a way.
The Patriots are
better chance.
20-1. The Patriots are ahead of them right now.
Oh
Wow. With
That's-
Stidham.
In
Holy-
Stidham.
I think
In
wow.
Belichick,
they're,
they
they're
trust.
ahead of the Eagles.
The Eagles are 22-1 and the Patriots are 21. I don't know
Wow.
I don't know when this article is
Yeah,
written, but
and who is this? Whose odds are these? Like, but whatever.
it's
Yeah.
from March, so it's not that long ago. Like Gronk is on the team, I think then.
Well, that was our episode of Buzzer Heaters. We left a couple off our list. We didn't get to Kyrie, Leonard Fournette, Michael Thomas. We agreed that those guys could definitely be rated as overrated. Let us know who our biggest snubs were in the chat. That's all we got for you.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BuzzerHeaters.
Peace out.
Peace.
Sayonara.